Hello and welcome back to FamilyCraft. This is FamilyCraft Dad, and where am I? You guys remember this place? This is SirGuy's castle, but the inside has changed quite a bit. I mean, look at this. He has spent a lot of time making this real nice, and there's like tons of awesome farms down there. I really enjoy this build quite a bit. And if you remember my last episode here, I was working on a courtyard, and I believe it was the night after I posted the video, SirGuy and I got together and we did a thing. We did. Let's take a look at this. Sadly, it's raining, but it actually gives it kind of a nice look to it, sort of. I'm going to think that. We can't seem to get rid of the rain. It rains a lot on the server, guys, just saying. But anyways, what do you think, Guy, about this?
I quite like it. I like it. I like where it ended up.
We hemmed and hawed about almost everything you see here. Like, as you can see, the lanterns changed. It turned into these more like magical lanterns, which I actually particularly really like. And we spent a lot of work making this all nice. The fence is actually one block higher, so that the lamps looked right where they were. We had to try to figure out just how we were going to put the leaves up there. It was a job. And we got it done. We did good, I think.
Yeah, there's even string on the leaves to prevent snow from accumulating on them.
Ah, yes. As you guys can see, there is... you just got to look real carefully. But it's raining down here, but it's a little bit of snow up there. And as you can see on top of the castle, there's like a little white rim on almost every block up there. And that is because it is snowing up there. And yeah, snow can mess with builds, especially when you try to make them all greenery and everything like this. All right, so SirGuy, you've happy days! Gone. Woo! It stopped raining. That's
I
nice.
didn't know that happened.
It just all of a sudden just stopped raining. That's so great. Anyways, you brought me over here for something. What are we going to be working on? What are we doing?
Well, this courtyard is gorgeous. I love it, and I would like to keep this build going out. Basically, down here, this is a little bit started already.
Yeah, look at this, guys. You didn't see this last episode either. Guy and I made this stairway here, but yeah, go ahead.
So this road here is the road into the VDP, the good old Ville de Patron. And you have to follow it for a little ways.
That's Sir Ducking's house right there, and Anthony.
Anthony?
I can't words today. Anthony K's building right over there. And I think Toad Bunny's is right under there. And yeah, this is VDP. Actually, my place is right over there. Very nice.
Yeah, basically.
But now you're inadvertently, all of a sudden, you're connected to VDP, aren't you?
I knew that was going to happen. That was my plan from the start.
Was it? Was it really?
Yeah, it really was.
Mm-hmm. I believe you. I do.
I can tell.
Mm-hmm.
So it is time to actually officially connect myself to VDP.
Very nice.
By building the path up.
This is going to be sweet. It's already getting there. I remember when we figured out to do this nether brick, it like made this thing come alive. But we have so much more in store for this, don't we?
Oh, we definitely do. People have to know that they're coming up to my build.
Yeah, you're no longer just in Minecraft. You are now in SirGuy's Minecraft.
That's right.
Yeah. Yep. All right. So what do you think, SirGuy? Think it's time to hit the ground running? See what we come up with?
Let's do this.
Let's do this thing.
Ground running.
Ground running. That's what we can do. Ground running. Running on the ground. All right. Here we go. Replay mod action. Activate.
Shooty up, booty up, be a beady doo da. Shooty up, booty up, be a beady doo da. Shooty up, booty up, be a beady doo da. Biddy da 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 ba da 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 da. Shooty up, booty up, be a beady doo da. Shooty up, booty up, be a beady doo da. Shooty up, booty up, be a beady doo da. Shooty ba da da ba da 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 da. Shooty up, booty up, be a beady doo da. Shooty up, booty up, be a beady doo da. Shooty up, booty up, be a beady doo da. Biddy ba da da ba da 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 da. Shooty up, booty up, be a beady doo da. Shooty up, booty up, be a beady doo da. Shooty up, booty up, be a beady doo da. biddy da 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 ba da 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 da. Shooty up, booty up, be a beady da. Shooty up, booty up, be a beady da. Shooty up, booty up, be a beady da. Shooty ba da da ba da 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 da. Shooty up, booty up, be a beady da. Shooty up, booty up, be a beady da. Shooty up, booty up, be a beady da. Biddy ba da da ba da 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 da. Shooty up, booty up, be a beady da. Shooty up, booty up, be a beady da. Shooty up, booty up, be a beady da. Biddy da 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 ba da 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 da.
Ah, whoa! Wait a second. Did you guys just see that? Hold on 1 second. Let's rewind here for a second. Yeah, that guy right there. Who in the world is that? Packrat. Okay, well, let's talk about this guy a little bit. Well, one day, this guy comes to me, Packrat. He's like, "Hey, I kind of like some of the stuff you do." And he actually came to me at first thinking he wanted to work for me doing the landscaping thing. And we got talking. Oh, there he is right here. And we got talking an awful lot. And we found out that we have very similar interests in how to design things. And we actually worked on a few little projects. We're kind of standing in one of them together. And we found that we kind of work really well together. And I really enjoy working with him. So to talk about Guy a little bit, that's why you saw him over there, because I needed his help with something. But anyways, you'll find out about that later. So, Packrat, tell me about this store here. What kind of things do you like to do?
Yes, welcome. This is my store. It's called the Interior Connection. And what it does is it advertises my interior decoration services and consulting.
Very cool.
Mainly for people who get stuck. You get busy and you're just looking at something and you're trying to get a project done, be it in your base or I've done storefronts, things like that. You know, you can only stare at something for so long before you get stuck. Or if you're not that good at interior design in the first place, that's where I would come in. And if you just need somebody to eyeball it and give you an idea, then, you know, the price is cheap. And if you need me to work on something for you, then, yeah, there you go. That's what I do.
So what led you to talk with me about us possibly working together on things?
Well, I thought that given the fact that you're, you know, kind of the local celebrity and all, the favorite, you get approached by a lot of different people for a lot of different jobs. So
True.
I thought originally you could expand your business by bringing me on to help you out. And that would give you more content, that would give you more things to do and be able to expand your business front on the server.
Right. And if I didn't like a job, I can just give it to you, right? Is that the idea? Is that right?
Something like that. Well, you could do that, yeah. However you would want to do it, boss. That's how I was thinking.
But then we started talking, and I found out he really likes interior design, and I was like, well, that's a match made in heaven right there, because I can do the outdoors, he can do the indoors, and between the two of us, we can do general buildings. And so far, it's proven to do pretty well. And as you saw over at SirGuy's little stairway there, I called him over because I knew he's good for some ideas. Like he just said, you know, what he's good for is you're stuck. You know there could be something good to do here, and then you're just like, what in the world? How do I got to call Packrat.
Who do you call?
So I popped over on the TeamSpeak, and I went over to the other channel, left poor SirGuy on his own for a moment, and and talked with Packrat, and he's like, yeah, I'll come over. And so he came over, and yeah, you'll see what he came up with. And between the three of us, we really decked out the place, I think, anyways. And I hope you really enjoy the rest of this.
It turned out really well.
It really did. Well, what do you guys think of that? That was a lot of fun. I think it came out pretty good. Did you have a lot of fun, Pack?
Oh, it was great. I mean, really, just when I got there to what it looks like, when we left, it was fantastic. It was a lot of fun too.
Yeah, it was. But yeah, Guy said that, hey guys, I have something I really would like to do, and I don't really want it on camera. I want to surprise everybody right at the end. So skedaddle, right. So off we went, and I got talking with Packrat, and he had mentioned to me that he wanted me to come up and take a look at some of the things he's doing over here. I've been here once or twice myself. Because he's asked for a few things, and I think this project's coming out really good. But he's been hired by Tag Slack, who's right behind me, staying out of sight of the camera, and Tag Slack wanted him to come in here and get working on some design work, and I think all the floors pretty much had this kind of look and feel to it, right? Initially,
yeah.
It was just a basic blank room, and he actually has 4 of these floors. And said, Packrat, I don't know what to do with this. I know you could probably do a really good job. Come on over here and do some work. So that's as much as I know, though. So Packrat, what's your ideas here?
Well, like you said, there's about 4 floors. Got some ideas. There was just kind of some stuff strewn about, and trying to make this look a little bit better. This is the first of the 4 floors. I think this one's going to be more of a workshop area. Okay. He's got a couple of elevators and some other things, for transportation in here. So trying to figure out how to integrate that. It's going to be a lot of fun. But so this one's going to be workshop area. I'm thinking a real nice workbench, something similar around the middle. Utilizing the beacons as a part of that, and then maybe framing off the drop over here and integrating that frame with this minecart elevator. That should be a good time. But this will probably actually be one of the last floors that I do, just because of all the things in the middle. It's taking the most amount of work trying to get something that I'm happy with. My name's got to go on it,
Yeah. One thing I know about Packrat, he hardly is happy with his builds until it finally comes together.
Even then, sometimes. Oh boy, look at that.
That's all right. We got it. We got this.
Okay. Well, yeah, and sometimes I even need someone to come over and say, I really like that, and then I start to like my builds a little bit more.
Yeah. It's nice to have a little confidence boost. That's how I felt when I first came on this server. I know you've talked with me about it too, for you, but like when I first came on, I was like, well, I'm sure everybody on this server is 9 times better than me, and I still think that. And yes, 9 times I've calculated it. But as time went on, people were like, man, I really like your videos, and it just really gave me a lot of confidence. I love the Minecraft community in general seems very positive, but this server especially, everybody's really, really positive, and they like to work together on things, and I really do enjoy that.
Yeah, that the community here is definitely something that a lot of servers seem to lack in. And, it's very nice to have that here. And then, working with Tag on this, it's I've worked other jobs before, and you try to do something, and your schedules don't always line up, so it takes a lot longer to get their opinions on things before we get going too far, and I find I have to undo everything and redo it. Yeah. But Tag's usually been around here often enough that it makes it very convenient.
Yeah, it's nice to be able to work with them, and like you said, the community here we're very active. So.
Yeah. Well, let's give this a little bit of a tour here before we get going too far. Yeah. So this is the first room that we did, and it's set up to be more of a like a game area, relaxation point, library area, and you got your enchanting stations over here. Trying to incorporate that with the rest, so that way he didn't have to go far for those things. This room worked out really well. Custom carpet. Never done a pattern quite like this before, but it worked out really, really well. I think the difficult thing was this part right here. It's mirrored right dead center in the room. So. Okay,
I see.
Yeah. You got to keep that in mind, otherwise this big long strip of blue looks a little out of place. But it worked out well. I was really pleased with it, and the most important part, Tag was pleased with it. He has to live with it.
Dancing on the table, dancing on the table.
One of the only things that I want to point out that I love how Tag did this. This is all his design. Every floor has these little inlays. You know, he's got a different inlay for each floor. So you got sandstone above us and a little brick below, and I think there's one floor in here with some quartz. But one thing he did was to put the inlay in the middle of the stairs going up to the next floor too.
Oh, that's pretty sick.
That was a real nice touch. I thought so anyway.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then this this is the fourth floor, I guess. This is going to be like a master bedroom. Storage for a few things, like if he's got different suits of armor or things like that. So, yeah, this one's gonna be fun. This is gonna be the next room that I work on. You jumping on the bed?
Yep, that's
Oh, we just made that too. Look at that. It's all messed up.
Freshly made.
Sorry, it had to be done.
Yeah, that's okay. Enter brewing room.
Brewing room.
Brewing room. Just look at this. You've got and the wall of mixology.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at here. Very cool. That's very handy. I might do this too. That's really cool.
yeah. I think this part right here was all Tag's idea. We're like, what are we gonna put over here? And he says, well, why don't we do like a bulletin board thing? You know what? This was fantastic. This really was. Yep. And he named all of the items with the corresponding ingredient you need. So you can never forget.
All right, so Packrat, you mentioned this was the room you're thinking about working on. What is it that you want to show me? I mean, are you gonna run by an idea by me, or you want to show me something and I just want my opinion? What do you want? What's going on?
Oh, probably a little bit of everything, I think, mixed in.
Okay.
You can only stare at something for so long before your brain just kind of goes to mush.
Bleh.
You know how that goes. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Which is why we work together so well sometimes.
Yeah, when my brain goes, your brain starts working and vice versa.
Well, when you walk into a situation and someone else already has something going, it's easy to say, oh, that would work out well here, and that would work out well here. And even if you don't take that advice, it definitely kind of pulls you out of the funk you're in.
Right.
So we've got the wall of mixology, and
Sure.
I've got a couple ideas for both of these sides. Right here by these windows, and you got the staircase, which I'll do a little something in front of. There will be some carpet. I'm thinking something a little darker, along with something maybe to pull out the colors of the clay in. That would be kind of cool. But this wall, and maybe a little something in these walkways, it's kind of throwing me for a little bit of a loop.
Well, I'm thinking. Well, at first, I think it'll help to have the carpet in, just to kind of eyeball how things are going to look.
Yeah.
I mean, I really do like these little sun benches or whatever you would want to call them, right by the window here. I do like the way those look. Whether or not they'll look good here as well, or they'll be repetitive, I don't know. But sometimes
I think it would be too much.
You think so?
I think so. I don't know so, but I think so. Right off the bat anyway, especially if we did the same type of material, it would just be a little overpowering.
I'm just trying out some ideas here.
No, yeah, play, man. Play.
Like two little shelves like that. See, this is what happens to me. I always come and I go to try to help him with something. And 90% of our ideas come from whatever the heck it was in my inventory at the moment.
Sometimes
it's like I planned it, but I really didn't. Let's see. I don't think this time it's going to be that time though, but it could be. I just have a whole lot of stone on me. Yeah, no, I don't think this is the time. Oh, maybe. Maybe.
Uh-oh. What'd you find? Okay.
Maybe that, or down on the ground, and then some pot. Yeah, okay. Hold on. What about something like that? Maybe a different material for the benches.
I think a different material would probably be good,
Yeah.
but the idea is
But
there.
then like the flower pots thing, two for each bench, or whatever you want to call it. That's just a random thought.
You know,
might even be the
maybe,
one.
maybe.
And obviously use something better than spruce, please. All right, well, here we are. We're back over here. Where's here? Well, that's Ville de Patron over there. And obviously SirGuy's is behind me. But I don't want to turn around yet, so I'm going to derp backwards. And there they are. And SirGuy, you built a thing, didn't you?
I built a thing.
Should
How did you know? You didn't peek, did you?
I may or may not
I told you. I was clear. If there was PvP,
Children.
you'd be feeling it right now.
Yeah, so would you. I have a diamond sword.
All right, no, serious.
All right, well, I'm going to turn around. I'm excited to see this. I've been told this is the best vantage point. Oh, yeah.
There it is.
There it is. Guys, look at that dragon. Does the dragon have a name? Have you named him yet?
I have not. You know what?
He needs a
when
name.
I get the whole family together of dragons, I
Yep.
will put out requests for names.
That's actually probably a really good idea, isn't it? I
Yeah.
like that. But yeah, oh my gosh, that looks great. You did a really good job. And yes, full disclosure, I have seen it. I saw it earlier today. And but I was really surprised when I saw it. It is so cool. We're looking from this vantage point because we found it's pretty much the best spot. When you're down low, or here, we'll just head on down there and walk and talk kind of thing.
Yeah, and on the subject of disclosure, I did not design this. I borrowed it from somebody else, and I love it. I just changed the color palette up a bit,
Sure.
and that was it. But this was found and copied from someone else.
Oh, but that's cool. That's cool.
Oh yeah,
And he works perfectly there.
It
He-
looks
he's
amazing.
He's just gonna jump down and squash me. It feels like. I'm like,
only if you're bad.
Yeah, right.
That's what I tell my kids at night.
The dragon will come out of my game and stomp you all.
So eat your veggies.
So yeah. Oh man, this is just all. Remember when I said I was in here and this was going to be my pet project? Well, it seems like this entire base is slowly becoming my pet project. Working with Guy on
Yes,
this.
and it is wonderful.
Nice dragon butt from back here.
You like it? It's not. I was worried it was too big, too obvious.
It really rounds it out nicely.
Oh, nice.
Nicely.
Good words there. Oh, this was a fun build altogether. What do you think, Guy? This all coming together?
I love it. Oh yes, it is better than I could have imagined.
It looks amazing.
Oh, man. But sadly, this is all the time I have for this week. I hope you really liked this episode. I have. If you really liked it, go ahead and hit the like button. And I'd really love it if you were to subscribe. But this has been FamilyCraft. Toodles.
Subscribe, everyone.
Party at Guy's.